Hi again, Ian Dainty, and we're going to carry on with our 101 questions for business growth. Today I want to look at question 65, which is a follow on from the last two questions we talked about, which is your website. And this one is, how does your website get found? And this will relate to Google searches, although there are other search engines and browsers, obviously, but Google still dominates it by probably over 80%. And I think it's important that you get found on Google because most people, as you know, Google's even a verb now. Google me, and or did you Google me, or did you Google this or Google that? And so we're going to talk about Google, but I'm sure it holds true for the other search engines too. So how does your website get found? Well, I'm going to talk about five things first of all. The first one is keywords. Our world now is run by keywords. That is, people put in words or phrases. Keywords is kind of a misnomer in a way because most of the time it's a keyword phrase. It's actually a key phrase, but because it's very difficult to get caught or to get found on one keyword. For example, marketing has hundreds of millions of different pages, so it's very difficult to be on the first page of that. But the idea is you need to be on the first page of Google, and keywords are the way that you get there. And you have to do keyword research to do it. There's a bunch of ways to do keyword research through some different tools. The best one is still Google's keyword tool, but Word Tracker has a tool that can give you there, excuse me, other different tools that can help you too. But so you need to get found through keywords. That's the most important thing. And you should have what they call long tail keywords are easy to get found by. And long tail keywords just mean it's a phrase of usually at least three or more words in it. So it's a keyword phrase, long tail keyword that you get found. So that's the first thing you have to do is make sure you know what your keywords are to get found. And the keywords are part of what we call SEO or search engine optimization in the sense that you have to optimize your website with all the different technical aspects of it, have the right title, have the right meta tags, make sure you have your H1, H2 tags, all of that stuff before you get found. I find it interesting that a lot of you'll see a lot of people say, hey, we're going to get you found. We're SEO experts. And we do this and that for you. And we'll get you found on the first page of Google in 6 months. Well, first of all, a lot of these people aren't even on the first page of Google themselves. And secondly, 6 months is way too long. There are other ways that, you need to be found within a few weeks or a week or two anyway. You got to work your way up the chart a little bit, but you need to be on the first page of Google. There's absolutely no doubt about that. That's the most important thing. So there's two ways to do it. You need backlinks, but really you need authority backlinks. And there's two ways to get them. One is, as an example, if you have a Wikipedia page, that's an authority backlink. If you're on Forbes or the New York Times or something, and they point to your website, okay, backlinks are other sites that point to your site. That's simply what it is. And if they're authority sites, then that's even better. And the best authority site that I find is YouTube. So if you do YouTube videos and point them back to your site, and why is that good? Well, Google owns YouTube, and they like it when you point back, use their site and point back. Use Google+, get on Google+ and point back. So if you use the different Google platforms that are out there, then that really helps too. So you need authority backlinks to get pointed back. And social media. When people like your website or comment on an article you put up on your website, or as I say, like it or pass it on to others, etc., then all of that really helps. And if you have social media, obviously you need your own social media sites, particularly LinkedIn, Facebook pages helps, Twitter for B2B. You need those, and they point back to your website so that when you put a tweet up, make sure it points back to your website. When you put a Facebook article up, same thing. When you put a LinkedIn article up, you put an article on your website, make sure it's on LinkedIn and points back to your website. All of these things are important rather. And so again, they point back, and there's social media. The other thing that Google looks at for social media are people liking your comments. So like if you go on to LinkedIn as an example, and you comment on an article or on there on one of your groups, or you start a discussion on one of your groups and people start to like it, Google sees that with their search engines and spiders and that. And I have no idea how they do it, but anyway, they do it very quickly. And the more you have, the more information you have, the more you have pointing back to your site, the more engagement you have, throughout the web, social media, the better off you are. And then relevant content, of course, is everybody's talking about content is king. You have to have content. And it's true. And the best place to put content is on a blog. And Google seems to like WordPress blogs. And I use WordPress as my site because it just makes it a lot easier. I'm not really technically minded. And when I want to get into real SEO and that stuff, I get my technicians to help me do that. So relevant content is important. And again, if you can do videos and audios, etc. All of those things are important, but particularly videos. And this is a video, and I put it up on YouTube, and it's just through Camtasia, screen capture as they call it, and very, very simple. You don't have to show your face. As every once in a while I do those, but all you have to do is screen capture and do a voiceover. So these are really key things for getting found on Google so that people will find your website when they type in the relevant keywords that lead back to your website. So how does your website measure up? Well, I've written a short white paper. I think it's 10 or 12 pages, 10 website factors that drive B2B leads, which explains these in a little more detail, and some other factors too, 5 more factors about how you need to get found on Google and how you can build your website up. If you're interested in that, just email me at ian@b2bbusinesscoach.com and say 10 website factors in the subject area, and I'll send you the copy of it. Or you can get it right off my website on the right-hand column. Either way, I'd like to hear from you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please like this and comment on this, if you would, please, so we can pass it on to other people. And if you have any questions again, please let me know. Thanks again. Till next time.